What's up, everyone? Drew here from Fit to Fat to Fit, and welcome to Keto F.A.Q with Drew. Today's question is a good question. We're gonna go deep in this one, okay? Today's question comes from a good friend of mine. His name is Max. And he asks, what's the difference between dirty keto, lazy keto, and clean keto? Sounds like a different language. Let's start with dirty keto. The reason it gets this term dirty keto is because there's this term going around about clean eating and clean foods. It doesn't mean you wash your foods in soap and then you eat it. But the concept of dirty is cheap, easy processed foods that probably aren't the healthiest for you. So with keto, here's the thing. In my opinion, it's important not to judge other people. Don't become a zealot. Don't become a hater. Don't become judgmental. Don't turn keto into religion. And this is what happens when people find this new lifestyle change that makes them feel good and it's changed their life. They become kind of preachy about it and becomes their religion. And if they look down on other people that are not doing it the way that they're doing it, and they think, oh, like those foods, those are sinful and you're bad because you eat those foods.
I'm quietly judging you.
And this is kind of where this division comes in the keto world. So dirty keto is someone that eats cheap processed foods that probably aren't healthy for you, but technically they're keto, like things like diet soda and sugar-free energy drinks and Cool Whip and cheap mayonnaise and processed cheese, low-quality dairy, low-quality meats like hot dogs and grain-fed beef and whatever the cheapest form of meat is. That's kind of the dirty version of keto that people are referring to. Now here's the thing, can you stay in a state of ketosis and drink diet soda and drink vegetable oil and eat mayonnaise? Yeah, you could stay in a state of ketosis and still see some benefits. Is it healthy for you? Probably not in the long run. But there are times and situations where almost all of us will have a situation like that, where we're at a ball game and we're at a friend's party and all there is to eat hot dogs and hamburgers, and so all you're eating is hot dogs and hamburgers, right? And it's not the healthiest food for you. But certain people that are on a budget that can't afford grass-fed meat and organic fruits and veggies and can't afford those more expensive products, they might need to do this. And so it's not for us to judge other people. So that's what dirty keto is. And that's my 2 cents on that. Lazy keto is basically where you're not tracking your macros and your calories, you're only counting your carbohydrates, right? So if you need to stay under 30 grams of carbs per day, that's all you're tracking. You're not really keeping track of fat, you're not really keeping track of protein, and you're just counting total carbs, and that's it. It's a lazy way to do keto. But it works for some people, it totally does. If you're staying under a certain amount of carbohydrates per day, you're limiting your glucose, you can still stay in a state of ketosis. But you don't know what your protein goals are, you don't know what your fat grams are per day, and that can cause some people to gain weight. It's just not the most optimal way to do it, but it works, like it really does. So, to each their own. Clean keto includes things like grass-fed beef, free-range chicken and eggs, high-quality dairy, organic fruits and vegetables, the highest quality food possible, sticking with those types of whole foods. And yeah, this is probably the most optimal way to do keto, where you feel great, your digestion's better, your mental clarity is through the roof. But not everyone can do this all the time. Like I said, we have moments where we have the dirty keto, or we are lazy sometimes. I don't track my macros all the time. So I think it's good to understand what these are, and you don't need to put yourself into a category, nor do you need to put other people into a category as well. This is just kind of what's become, the norm, unfortunately, in the keto world. But you don't need to get sucked into all that. Just do you, and do it the best way you can.
Get up, get out, get motivated.
And, once you know better, then do better, right? If you can. So just do the best you can with what you have, and that's what it's all about, you guys. Don't beat yourself up. It doesn't have to be perfect all the time. It's about making progress in life. And like I said, don't turn keto into this religion and become dogmatic about it. Learn to love yourself, learn to love others. Realize that at the end of the day, there's more to life than looking a certain way, and there's more to life than eating certain foods. It's about, deep, meaningful relationships and loving yourself, loving others. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Prime time.
So love yourself, people. All right, you guys, thank you for tuning in today. Hopefully that answered your question, Max. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll see you guys next time on Keto F.A.Q with Drew.